publishing a video there at the moment. As you can see, it's uploading actually to Facebook. I publish videos twice a week on my YouTube channel, Wednesday and Saturday, and then I distribute those videos, or that video widely, those videos widely on other channels. So this particular video is going to firstly be published on YouTube, then I upload it to Facebook, and I have 2 Facebook pages. One of them has about 20,000 fans, the other has about 10,000 fans, so I upload the video to both Facebook pages. I then upload it to LinkedIn, and I upload it to TikTok and Instagram. And before I upload it to TikTok and Instagram, I ensure that I resize it to a vertical video rather than a landscape, to ensure that it fits and sits well natively on the TikTok and Instagram platforms, because obviously it's vertical video that is prevalent there on those sites. I use a huge amount of video in the promotion of my business and my brand. I have been doing content marketing for 10 years or more. I originally started out doing blog posts because blogging at the time was big, and gradually I've sort of transitioned over to a huge amount of video. So I make a lot of videos, I publish a lot of videos, I distribute them widely on the various social media sites, and I get a huge amount of value from those videos. I've published a book on which you can access on Amazon about how to generate clients for a service-based business, using the strategy, the very strategy that I've used since 2011 or 12. It's a content marketing strategy. The strategy hasn't changed much over the years. The only thing I've tweaked slightly is as sort of a shift from blog posts to video, and B, a recognition of different sites coming on stream which would be worth going after. For example, TikTok. There was no TikTok when I started out first. So video plays a huge part in my business. It plays a huge part in the development of my business, generating leads, getting new clients, and brand building for me, and it's very, very powerful. So that's the content marketing I do. As I say, if you're interested in that sort of thing, or if you're interested in perhaps using my strategy and adapting it for your own business, or indeed your own personal brand, then have a look at my book on Amazon. So this is a big file. It's so big, in fact, that it exceeds the limit for TikTok because it's over 2 gigabytes. This particular video is just a bike vlog. It's about a cycle I did there on the 13th of August from Moy Valley, Fury's pub there at Moy Valley, along the canal, the Royal Canal Greenway to Enfield, and then I come back home by the main road. So that's what that's about. It's just a vlog, and I have thrown in some vlogs from time to time on my channel, and something that I'd like to get into more if they were productive and if they were a good use of my time, but they have to be a good use of my time, but I may get into more of them. But that's the story. 7 o'clock in the morning now. I'm in the office since 10 to 6, and the early hours that I get in when it's quiet and when the phone is not ringing and so on, is a good time to do a lot of the social media marketing that I do. So that's generally how I sort of roll. So 3 consultations today, 3 paid consultations. 1 is by phone, 1 is by Zoom, and 1 is, I think, in person. The person's coming to the office. The one by phone is a retailer who's concerned about theft in his shop, and more specifically theft by a minor, by a child. It's an awkward situation, very awkward situation. The child is kind of out of control, but hasn't actually reached the age of criminal responsibility yet, so it's an awkward situation for the retailer. I have a background in retailing, however, and will be able to give him some advice as to what he can do. It's an awkward situation though, very awkward, and it's a sad situation as well. Another consultation then is a person who has negotiated an exit package from their employment. They had difficulties and disputes with their employer and brought a number of claims to the WRC, and lo and behold, the employer has decided, rather than contesting these claims at the WRC, to simply make an offer of an exit settlement package or whatever. So that's a standard enough thing, and it's something that I'd be very, very familiar with and would do quite a lot of. All of these agreements, or the vast majority of these agreements, are very, very similar. So I have to advise that person on that deal, and it's actually quite a good deal, so it's a no-brainer. And the third consultation I have then is a person with a debt problem. They ran into difficulty a number of years ago in relation to a mortgage with a lender, a major lender, and they have a debt problem, and they're wondering, is there a possibility of being able to get the charge removed from the folio at land registry on the basis that they haven't made any payments for quite some time. And obviously I'll have to discuss that situation with them. So that's just an indication, I suppose, a flavour of the types of stuff that I would consult on a regular basis. I do quite a bit of property then as well, and employment law and all sorts, but the legal industry or the solicitor's practice can throw up a very, very wide range of problems, legal problems, to do with personal injuries, probate, disputed wills, personal or property, employment law, debt, all sorts of problems. And then there's criminal stuff, and there's road traffic as well, that I don't actually do. But if you've a decent enough solicitor's practice, and if you've an interest in people and in problems and in the law generally, you will be able to, in my view, find plenty of people to help, plenty of clients, if you go about it the right way. So that's what I have planned for today, those 3 consultations. In addition to that then, obviously it's only 8 o'clock yet, 5 past or 8:15. In addition to that then, I'll have the normal post and conveyancing stuff. I'll have emails to deal with, and then I'll be liaising with my colleagues here, or the employees here, with various issues that they might be having or dealing with. So that's what's on the agenda for today. Finished my lunch there now. I have my lunch every day in the office between 1 and 2, and I generally have homemade sourdough bread and a decent sandwich. And today then I had a little pan pepato. Pan pepato is, I think it's Italian for pepper bread. So I've got this baking book at home, bakery book, and there is various recipes from all around the world in it, and there's one for pan pepato, which is a little nutty, chocolatey, honey, coffee, nutmeg, pepper, salt, etc., mixed fruit. It's like a little small little patty or little cake, but it's really all nuts and chocolate, dark chocolate and coffee and honey. It's very, very nice. And fruit, I eat a lot of fruit, bananas, mandarins, oranges, apples. every day I go through a serious amount of fruit on a weekly basis. So that's my lunch. There's nothing rock and roll about it. It's homemade stuff that I like, and I'm a creature of habit. I'm a person who tends to stay on a sort of a standard or a custom course, and that includes my lunch. So every day I have my lunch here in the office, and that's it. The girls have gone home there for their lunch, and you'll see the activity there that they've been at since this morning, and they'll be back then at 2 o'clock, and we'll be back in action then again. I have a couple of consultations then in the afternoon, so both of those, actually, both consultations in the afternoon are by Zoom, so that's what I'll be doing. And then I'll probably go off a little bit early, maybe 4 o'clock or thereabouts, and go for a spin on the bicycle. That's the plan anyway. Weather's not great today, but it's good to get out and clear the head after being in the office all day. And remember, I'm in the office from 6 o'clock in the morning, so by the time 4 o'clock comes around, it's still a 10-hour day, so that's how I operate. Just back from my cycle there now. Miserable evening. My cycle this evening took about 52 minutes or thereabouts. So it's just a pity that's so bloody miserable. The one thing I'm going to have to do is get mud guards for my bike. The modern bike apparently comes without mud guards, so it's not the most pleasant experience when you're cycling with no mud guards. Anyway, there's a lad there doing a bit of work for me, Paddy Corcoran. He's a tree surgeon there from Westmeath. He's doing a good old job. He's topping all those little land for me and taking down that hedge there so we have more light and so on. So it's a good bit of work involved in that now. Got to park my car out here, so got to get it. That's it. That's me done for today. Just going to take it easy now. Get a shower. Take it easy. Solicitor's work is never done.